In this day and age, finding a good job can seem like a chore. If you have a mind for trends or self-employment, you can find plenty of opportunities to create your own job. Many workers find new roles at their current jobs or turn to freelance work for flexibility. If you're ambitious, you can even start your own business. Seek new opportunities so you can find work that is both rewarding and fulfilling. 1. Creating a new work position. List your strengths and weaknesses. Before you attempt to make a new position, take into account the ways you impact your company. You may find out that you aren't showing your strongest points in your work. On the other hand, your weakest points can hold you back. Use your list to help you identify ways you can do better at work. Creating a job at work is almost like going through a job interview. Not only can your strong points give you new ideas for jobs, but they make the company more likely to set up a new job for you. For example, you may realize that computer programming is your strong point, not sales, so you decide to transition to a job that involves computers. 2. Come up with new ways to provide value to the company. If you want a job that doesn't exist yet, you have to go out and get it. That may seem a little strange, but it's up to you to convince the company that you're the right person for the job. To do this, seize opportunities for new work and projects in addition to your existing responsibilities as an employee. Prove to the company that you're a go-getter whose ideas should be heard. Researching a company's structure, goals, and employees is very helpful. Look for ways to modernize old jobs or areas the company falls short in. Pick the right projects for you. You don't need to take on everyone's extra work. Instead, understand your limits and try to stick to responsibilities that relate to the job you want. If you want to be a social media manager, for instance, you might volunteer for work that involves writing and advertising. 3. Sell the project to the boss. Draft a basic outline explaining what your project is, your duties, and what good it will do for the company. Try to summarize it in a single sentence you can offer to the company's leaders. Tell them the summarized version face to face. If they are interested, you can then explain the project's details. If you're uncertain about your project, ask a friend, mentor, or co-worker for advice. Recite the summary in the mirror until you feel confident. You can say something like, "The company's computer systems are out of date, and you can benefit by having me update, manage, and maintain them." If you're not already an employee of the company, your project pitch also doubles as an interview. Make sure you talk to someone with hiring power and document your proposal in writing. 4. Take initiative when working on projects. Getting a new project off the ground can be a challenge, even if you get approval for it. Creating the job requires hard work, persistence. Instead of waiting to be asked to do specific tasks, volunteer to do them in your spare time. Continue working and proving that the role you want to create is valuable. Avoid resting on your laurels. It's up to you to figure out what needs to be done to create the job and make it a reality. Use your judgment when waiting for permission. Something like charging a business expense requires permission, but doing extra work in your free time often does not. 5. Prove your talents by showcasing what you contribute. To make a job permanent, you need to put your abilities on display. Find ways to keep bosses, hiring managers, and other influential figures on the same page with you. Normally, a project worth doing proves itself through results, but sometimes you may need a push to get an opportunity. For instance, if you want to design a website, show examples of graphical editing and coding. If you invent a new sales position, make a graph displaying how you increased sales. You should let your contributions show through no matter what kind of work you are doing. Even if you're doing a routine task, do it well to improve the chances of a company letting you do something new. 6. Stay on top of your existing duties. Usually, a new job isn't created right away. You may find yourself working to create the job while also fulfilling other responsibilities. Taking care of those responsibilities first is important. You may feel a little busy, but it will be worth it when you succeed. If you don't handle the duties you were given when you were hired, you may have a hard time convincing companies to create a new job. If you are already employed by the company, discuss time management with your boss. Many bosses will help you and also recommend you to new roles befitting your skills. For instance, if you are hired as an accountant, you have to be an accountant until you are officially moved into another role.